More and more people in the manosphere are catching on how Tinder is not only extremely competitive, but potentially rigged. No, it's not potentially rigged. It is absolutely rigged. Okay. So this is going to be, okay, this is going to be, get off my screen. Fuck you. This is going to be time here. Okay, let's just say time in days. Okay. And then this is going to be profile reach. Okay. So when you start off, we'll just say this is 100%. So when you start off, your profile reach is 100%, right? And depending on the strength of your profile, this eventually diminishes. So maybe the next day, you're down here, right? Fucking smash this quick tip thing. What is this? I just motherfucking push this to go away. And then eventually, you go down to here, right? And the beauty of your profile is the faster this collapses, okay? Then you go down here. And then typically what I realize is you get down to like some sort of baseline, okay? And then eventually you're down here, right? And this is where you start to get depressed. Because you're like, I'm swiping so much and, you know, in hell, this is, you know, it's just not good. It makes me feel so sick. It makes me feel so bad, right? And so, yeah, Calculator Fun, nice comment. Calculator Fun in the chat says, more and more people in the manosphere are catching on how Tinder is not only extremely competitive, but potentially rigged. No, it's not potentially rigged. It is absolutely rigged. And it's not competitive because the thing is, you know, it's just, you know, it's just, it's just, it causes depression. Okay. And it's not good. It causes some serious depression, massive depression. Financially optimized. Yeah, exactly. Right. So this is one part here is like, then you got to get depressed. And you're like, oh my God, I get no matches. I'm a loser. And you start believing that this digital representation of you, which is screwed up and faulty and set up for you to lose, causes you to feel bad. Girls, on the other hand, they just like constantly get matches because they're flooded with guys 24/7, 365. Okay. Yeah. Max in the house, he says, although I use dating apps up until a few months ago, for years, I've known for years that cold approach is way better. Thus, Mac the D-gamer. Exactly. Yeah. Cold approach and street game is the last bastion of hope for fighting relationships that are good, quality women. I'm not saying that you will, but you're better off just getting good at day game and talking chicks in real life. That's the last bastion of hope, okay? This is part one, okay? And this is for the no match guy. The guy who has trouble with matches. Do we all follow right now? I hope so. Yeah, and Wraith is 100% correct. He says meeting women organically is always better. Okay? So, this is for the no match guy. Now, let's talk about the other half of the cycle. Now, if your emotions are not in check and you don't have proper game, here's the deal, right? So, now we're going to talk about the actual cycle, okay? So, if you're a guy that got into my SALT program where I told you how to maximize your online dating, beat the algorithms, get all your matches on dating apps and everything. Like, I haven't not been on dating apps in a while, too. I've kind of retired just because it's just like, it was just causing too much for me. And yeah, that's a big thing, right? So we start here, right? So first you get the match, right? And the match is good, okay? Then you get on the date. Okay. And the date is good. But the thing is, when you're with the girls, there's a high date with girl who has many red flags. Okay. And girls being on dating apps is a one massive red flag as well. Okay. If you can't, like, a girl can't get a guy in real life, it's like, what is wrong with you? Okay. Like, why aren't guys talking to you in real life? What's going on? Date with girl have many red flags. Okay. But guy overlooks it for sex. Okay. Smash that like button. Smash it. Okay. Then what do guys most guys do? They enter toxic relationship out of scarcity. Right? Because they just want to secure sex. They want to secure sex. They're like, hey, no, like, oh, she's a good girl. She's this, she's that, she's whatever. So this happens, and then the guy goes by, right? He's in a relationship now, and when most guys get in a relationship, 2 to 3 months of wasted money plus time plus less gym. Because when guys are getting a lot of sex, they go to less gym. And overall, what does this do? This section right here lowers his sexual market value. Okay? Then what happens? Now comes the breakup. Because most guys don't know how to deal with women. Most guys don't know how to deal and, keep women on, just don't know how to handle a relationship to keep it going in the man's favor. So you get the breakup. Right? And then what happens? The guy feels depressed because he got hooked onto that chick. Right? And then this takes 1 to 6 months to recover from. And then guess where he goes back? Then he goes back to dating apps. Okay? And then he gets a match. Date with a girl who has many red flags. The guy overlooks it for sex. Okay? Enter toxic relationship out of scarcity. 2 to 3 months of wasted money, time, lesson in gym, breakup. Depressed, 1 to 6 months to recover. Back to dating apps, match, and this is the cycle right here. Over and over and over and over and over again. Okay? So that right there is really, really toxic. Very toxic cycle. Simon Thompson says toxic cycle did it 4 years. Yeah, man. It's just so it's so sad and it's so true, but a lot of guys don't seem to realize it. Yeah, Simon Thompson, it says 2016 to 2020. Cody Mouse is here, says, write your examples if you've seen this in the chat. I'm going to read them out. Cody Mouse says, I know a guy that literally follows this playbook step by step. Yeah, I know. Trust me, I know. I have been here. This has happened, not to this level of extreme of wasting 2-3 months or whatever, because there's a proper way to use the dating apps. And I'll go over that next, right? Number of times I've deleted and installed Tinder is ridiculous. Yeah. Tonic Water says, as a former critic, I want to applaud you for doing these dry videos. These are frequently the most important. Thank you. No, I'm just keeping it real, man. Just keeping it real. A lot of nice comments in the chat today. A lot of Beast says, keep up the good work and and the good word, John. Just some positive energy for your day. Know that your work helps motivate me to try harder and chase excellence. That's what I do, man. I love you guys. I love you guys so much. And, meeting you in real life and hugging you.